Let me move that. Oh, wow. There are so many crumbs on my desk. I cannot deal with that. What is that? Ew. It must have been, oh, that is just flown everywhere because of my aircon. Oh, great. That must have been from when the pest control people came. How's everybody doing on this fine morning? The drinks lineup today I've got is just amazing. So I have a banana and raspberry smoothie, which I made with banana, frozen raspberries, Greek yogurt, whole milk, and a little bit of maple syrup blended together. Chef's kiss, very good. I have my iced coffee, which I make with espresso and maple syrup. So good. And then I have H2O. Very good drinks lineup going right now. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to pin the free Discord community in the chat. If you want to join, feel free. The link is just there. If you guys do want to be a part of any of the Lucid giveaways that we do while we're on stream, make sure to join the Discord, as you will be able to join the Discord from there once they are announced. So you can get a little head start if you want to. Good morning, everybody. So I was on PropFirm Match Stream this morning and I was talking to Luna, the host, and I was asking him, do you think it's even worth me paying the $250 activation fee for the 250k Apex account? And he said, yeah, it's probably a good idea to do it. It seems like a decent deal. So I am going to pay for that activation fee, and we can copy trade that today. Now, I don't know whether to do 2 times my usual risk on this account or 3 times my usual risk. I am undecided. I'm undecided. So I just need to pay this activation fee, and then I can add this to my stack of fundeds on TradeSyncer. I just have to input my card details. Alan, please iMessage me if my card details are on stream at any point. That is just something that I would do, I feel. Wow, I finally got a refund from London. So basically, in London after the Prop Firm Expo, so me and Hannah only stayed one night in London. We stayed the Friday night, and then the Prop Expo was on the Saturday. So on the Saturday night, the guys from Lucid were like, we're going out, do you want to come? And we were like, oh, well, we haven't booked a hotel. Like, should we book one? And they were like, yeah. So we were going to book a hotel to stay so that we could like go out, because we weren't planning on doing 2 nights. But anyways, so I go on lastminute.com. I book a hotel. We ring the hotel, and the hotel's like, no, like, we're full. We don't have your booking. And I was like, oh, great. So I've literally only just got my refund through from that situation, and they just make it such a long process to get a refund because, like, they probably hope that people don't have the money, just can't be bothered to do it, you know. Yes, this is what I'm doing. I am finding my card details to pay for my activation fee. Here we go. We have, I was actually about to read them out then. I'm actually fried. I'm fried. Oh no, I do have them saved to my PC actually. $250 it is, I guess. Whatever. Cool. Set up Tradebate account. I think my Tradebate should be already set up. Let me try log into this this account right now. Oh, I think it's pending at the moment. If that's how you feel. I just got an email. What did it say? Hi. I got my, says it's in the process. In the process of being activated. Wait, why did I just get an email saying Apex Trader Platform subscription cancelled? Maybe that's the subscription for my eval cancelled. I have no idea. I'm having a little update. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I have the active account. All right, I'm gonna try and log into Tradebate on my Apex and see whether I need to do the whole trading view activation thing or not. Bring that body close to me. Cool. Let's see whether I can just straight up log in on her. I do need to do the whole activation shebang. Activate trading view. Okay, hopefully it'll work now. Okay, yeah, it works. All right. I don't actually want to be logged into that because I'm going to copy trade this with a ratio of like 2 or 3 times. I haven't decided yet. All right, I'm logging into Lucid. I'm just going to add my Apex account to my copy trader now on TradeSyncer so that we can trade that today. Do you guys think I should do 2 or 3 times ratio to my usual risk for this 250k Apex account? Because my thoughts are the max loss limit on this Apex account is $6,500, but it has intraday trailing. But obviously the max loss limit on my 50Ks is 2K. So I'm thinking like, should I do 3 times the ratio? But then it also has intraday trailing. So I'm like, usually I risk $250. The maximum amount I could lose in terms of the intraday trailing is like, it's under 2R. So I could be up 0.9R in the trade and I wouldn't go break even because I go break even at 1R. So if I got up 0.9R and then it headed to my stop loss, then obviously my intraday trailing would be 1.9R. I don't know. I don't know whether to do 2. I might do 3. I might just do 3. Or is that silly? I have no idea. Maybe I do 2 for now until I do 2 because right now the account is at break even. So if I do ratio of 2 and then if I get a win today or whenever, then I can up it to 3 once I'm in a bit of profit on the account, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe I just do 3. Say fuck it. Okay, I have to add this Apex connection right now. Apex, TradeAway. I'm also like gonna have to trade my Alpha Trader accounts just separately right now. They did send out an announcement today saying that they are planning to introduce third-party trade copier connections in the next 2 weeks. So that will be great. I'm really excited about that because then we can actually copy trade the Alpha Trader account within TradeSyncer to my Lucid account and now my Apex account. So that is great. I'm excited about that to be implemented. So I'm hoping it's not going to be long that we have to do this. I'm hoping. Okay, we have we now have the Apex account in the follower. I'm gonna just get rid of this Alpha connection because it's confusing me. Yesterday I logged into my Alpha account on Alpha Trader and I was up 3K on the account, but I have taken a payout on it. So if I've like gained a buffer like that through a glitch, I'm going to be so happy, but I'm going to double check it right now and I can let you guys know. Okay, should I just do a 3 ratio from the start realistically? I feel like, did we do that? I feel like, fuck it. I have 2 Alpha funded accounts. I have 5 Lucid funded accounts. Like, let's just do slightly heavier risk on this Apex. Why not? I'm only risking $750 when the max drawdown is 6,500. But the only problem is intraday trailing. But I'm hoping, like, the worst case is that I lose 2R from that intraday trailing. Not actually lose 2R, but you know what I mean. Okay, changing all of the ratios on every contract. 3. Okay, let me double check that this has all happened on the Apex account. Okay, now we have 7 accounts being copied with TradeSyncer, and then I have 2 accounts with Alpha. I have 2 50Ks with Alpha Futures. Those are both funded accounts, but I have to use those on freaking Alpha Trader. which is like, okay, it is what it is. I've not really used it because I just saw that it had a ton of bugs. So this is going to be our first time testing out. I'll give you my honest opinion on it. A lot of people will be in the same boat. I believe quite a few other people have also been moved. Yeah, guys, do you see this? Let me bring it up on screen for you so you can see. Look at the equity in my account. My account balance is 53,000. How funny is that? I've literally taken the payout. Like, my balance on Tradeovate when I took the payout went down to 51,500 and something. But now that they've moved me to Alpha Trader, I'm up 53k. Isn't that funny? And then I have a 0 eval. What the heck? I didn't know that I had that. I feel like they may have given me that for free when I was meant to test out Alpha Trader ages ago. And I could just never get on. That's so funny. We have an eval that I didn't even know I had. Okay, that's great. So yeah, as I said, I have 2 qualified 0 accounts. One of them is 3k buffer. So I just need 5 winning days on this to take another payout, which is kind of funny. Someone said sit properly. Thank you. You're actually the best. You are the best. Well, they haven't given me the profit. Like, my account was at this balance, but I took the payout. And the payout is approved and everything, so I should be getting that soon. They said that they're going back to same day 0 payouts, so I'm hoping I'm going to get that anytime soon. And oh yeah, I'm going to start the Discord live. Sorry, let me do that. Let me do this. Start the stage. I want to just share my entire screen, I think. Because whenever I change over, I always forget to do it on Discord, so I'll just share the entire screen for you guys. Cool. So yeah, this is my Alpha Trader. So I took a payout on this when my account was at this balance, and the payout has been approved. So that means that I can still trade the account, right? But when they've moved me over to Alpha Trader, they haven't accounted for the fact that I took a payout. So now my balance is at 53,000, which is kind of funny. I kind of want to log into my dashboard and see like what it says about the stats on this account. Metrics. So I just need 5 winning days, I think. That's so funny that we have a 3k buffer for no reason. At least we gained something good out of the Alpha Future shenanigan. My mic is glitching. Really? I did what? No, I didn't actually watch the game, but I heard about the game. I didn't watch it though, I'm not gonna lie. So is there a way that we can copy trade these or no? How do we do this? Oh no, I don't want to do that, sorry. I'm just watching out for NQ right now. So can you copy trade? Can I copy trade these 2 fundeds with Alpha Trader, or have they not even got that far yet? No idea how this works. Let's see what we got. We got settings. Oh, okay, we can copy trade accounts. Okay, let's do my lead account. Oh, it doesn't say the balance. That's really annoying. Okay, this one with 53k is the 2026 07140306. That's that one, right? Yeah. Okay, let's do that as a lead account, and then this one as the follower. Create. Okay, we have to log in again, apparently. Okay, we'll log in again. Sure, why not? All right. We're logged in now. So hopefully the copy trading is applied now, right? Yes. You can't do a ratio on it though, which is kind of annoying, but fine. Okay, at least we can copy trade these. Why does it say template balance? The fuck does template balance mean? I have no idea. Okay. Oh, you can do risk settings. Okay. Why are these like a weird color? Weird. Oh, wow, I don't want that. Do NQ on this side. So far, it seems pretty similar to Top Step X as far as I'm aware. All right, so I'm just gonna have to do this separately, but I'm gonna not prioritize this. I'm going to prioritize my other ones. Actually, I should do the other one as a follower, I think. this one as a follower. I only need to make $200 on this. Maybe I just do the same on this one though. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But yeah, I have to deal with that today also. Yeah, so I didn't watch the game. I heard about the game. I'm not really into football. So yesterday I went to the pub with the intention to watch the game, okay? I actually arrived at the pub and I got a drink. I was there about 5 minutes. There was like nowhere to sit other than inside, and it was so sunny outside and it was so warm and sweaty inside. And I was like, no, I just want to go home. So I literally got a drink and just left it on the table and went home. Like, I was not feeling it. I don't really enjoy crowded spaces anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me, because I used to not be bothered by crowded spaces at all. Like, I used to like go to raves and shit. Like, I don't know what's happened to me within the last year. I've just become the biggest grandma ever, but I just don't really like crowded spaces. And it was super overcrowded and it was so warm and there was no space to sit outside. So I was like, oh no, I don't like football enough to be putting myself through this. I'm gonna go home now. Yeah, I was overstimulated for sure. Yeah, it's been pretty slow so far, but that means that we might be able to get a big trade if we do get a reversal. So this is the CH zone that I have for right now until proven otherwise. And this is made up out of 3 different standard deviation. So we have this 3-minute order block. Let me show you on the 3-minute. Literally not a 3-minute order block whatsoever. What on earth have I drawn? Wait. Guys, I'm so confused. What have I drawn here? What is this? What is this? What have I drawn? That is literally not a 3-minute order block whatsoever. Where have I got this from? I'm actually really confused about where I have found this so-called order block. Let me delete these for now. I really need to understand what I've drawn. So what is this fib that I have right here? This is not a real fib. I don't know what is going on. Okay, well, I'm glad we went through that so I could figure out what on earth I'm drawing. So this gives us that -4. So this is just swing high to swing low. I was cooking with an order block, but I can't find what on earth I was on about at all. Let's try the 5-minute. Maybe it was the 5-minute and I labeled it wrong. I really don't know. No, it really wasn't the 5-minute. That's so bizarre. I don't know what I thought I was getting at right there, to be honest. Okay. So we do not have a 3-minute order block right there. We really don't. Is it a 4-minute? Oh, it was a 4-minute. Okay, I just labeled it wrong. Okay, no, I was cooking, just labeled it wrong. So this is our 4-minute order block in grey. I'm going to label it as 4-minute because it is a 4-minute, not a 3-minute. That really threw me off. Okay, so we have this 4-minute order block projected, which is giving us this -2.5. We have this swing high to swing low projected from London high, which is giving us this -4. And we also have this manipulation leg from pre-market high or post 5 a.m. We have this manipulation leg, wick to body, and we have a -4. We also have this dotted line, which is the consequent encroachment of the hourly wick that we have right here. So I am happy that we have our hourly wick consequent encroachment lining up with the top of our zone, because it makes sense for price to respect that area. If we are bullish, we are going to respect the consequent encroachment of a higher time frame wick. So I'm happy about that. So if we can get this 4-hour sweep or London low sweep paired with a respect of the 0.5 of the hourly wick and a rejection out of our standard deviation, that is more than enough confluence for me to go long if we get our entry model. So this will be pretty A+ if we can see the 2 green candle closure or the DCC, the double candle closure, out of this area. I'm happy with that. We're building up a lot of low resistance or trend line liquidity above us as well for us to target, which is nice. Let's see the 15-minute. Yeah, this looks nice. The 15-minute looks nice for a sort of AMD formation. So we have the accumulation on the 15-minute during New York PM session and Asia session. We're manipulating down during London session, and I'm hoping that this zone is our rejection for this distribution. So I think this could honestly be a really nice setup. It makes sense in terms of the higher time frame and the lower time frame. So now we just have to wait for price to come down here if it wants to and see how it reacts. But that is my analysis. You can turn the background off. Really? I should probably do that because it's kind of annoying. I should have probably looked at that a while ago. Show kill zone boxes off. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like that being off, I think. What do you guys think? Is it cleaner with it off or on? I think it's cleaner with it off. I don't know. It feels kind of weird having it off though. I usually have it on. Is there somewhere I can better understand how you pinpoint your CH level that you enter off? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure because this is kind of something that I have curated myself. I learned standard deviation off Ivan, as you guys know, called Ivan Trades. If you search him up on YouTube, he has some videos on standard deviation, how to draw the fib, all that jazz. But in terms of the CH zones, this is kind of a concept which I've made up myself. And it's literally just a collection of -2.5 and -4 standard deviations from different locations, which all line up in an approximate area. So I'm anticipating my rejection to be in this area, if that makes sense. You prefer it on? Display text option works for me. I know, people keep asking me to make a video, and I just feel like, I don't know, I'm getting imposter syndrome a little bit in the sense that I just don't feel like I'm qualified to make a video on this yet, because I just don't have the data collected to back it up. That's what I'm in the process of doing, but I just don't have it yet. So standard deviation can be marked from different concepts. You can mark it from wick to wick. I personally like to mark displacement legs, so like we have here. Wick to wick. I like to mark manipulation legs, wick to body, and I like to also mark order blocks, which I personally mark body to body. It's completely up to you guys how you want to do it. You can obviously just draw wick to wick standard deviations, but this for me is the way that works. I like it. I like having multiple lining up in same areas, just at confluence really. Yeah, I have midnight open on. It's right here. Yeah, I only trade off 2.5 and 4. I don't trade off any other standard deviation level. We have a 5-minute gap right here also. 5-minute fair value gap. We could do a little turtle soup action. Well, I have a couple of videos on trade breakdowns that I've done. I have a couple of YouTube videos where I've broken down trades. I've done 3 so far. So if you're interested in a full breakdown of an example, so you guys can see how I've used the standard deviation and applied it and actually taken the execution, you can just check my videos. I have a playlist called trade breakdowns or trade recaps. I don't know which. And there is 3 videos which I've made breaking down 3 different trades that I've taken using standard deviation. So I think they're the best place to check things out for now. I'd love to do like a super in detailed like boot camp type thing one time, but I'm not really sure. Like, I just don't feel like I'm at a stage where I can become trading educator, content creator, if that makes sense. Because I know there's a lot of people out there who just make educational content, which I try and do where I can. But yeah, I don't know. I don't feel qualified just yet. Let's see my zone on ES. Okay, so I have this zone on ES, which is nice. We have, we have this manipulation leg right here from the high of London, which gives us a -2.5. And then we also get this -4 lining up from this OTE leg, or wick to wick. I'd like to find one more if I can. Maybe I try this. What does this give us? That's not exactly close proximity. Maybe I try like this. Oh no, I haven't drawn that correctly. Yeah, they are not giving me anything. But if I do wick to wick, that kind of already played out right there. The London low. There's really clean longs right here in London, and I was actually looking at my charts because I was on the prop firm match stream, but it didn't offer an entry. We had the 2 green candle closures, and then it never rebalanced. It just kind of headed away, which is sad. It was a really clean trade. Let's see if we have any like order blocks I could try project. We have this 5-minute order block right here. Give that a go. Oh, okay. We have this 5-minute order block on ES also. As you guys can see, we have these green consecutive candles before a down movement. So we have this 5-minute OB, which I've projected also. Let me make that a little smaller. And oh, we used the midpoint of that perfectly. I kind of want to turn the midpoint line on. What are you meant to call it for order blocks? Is it like mean threshold, I think? Let me turn that on, do that in white. Wow, we use that perfectly. Okay. And then we have a -4 from this order block. So I'm just going to extend my ES CH zone real quick. Let me label this too. We have the bullish CH zone. I'm going to do the same on NQ too. Wow, why is this so big? There we go. Yay! Oh, can I make it full screen? Oh, guys! Woo! I just received my payout from Alpha. Let's go! Let's go. That's nice to see. No. Can I make it full screen? Do you mean like this? Is this what you mean or not? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, no, I get you. It's because I have to have it like this because of it fitting into YouTube frames. So I'll just share my trading view screen and then you can see it as full. Is that fine? Is that better, guys on Discord? Okay, cool. Coolio, coolio, coolio. I'm hoping we can come down into it. Okay, we're after 7 a.m. now. So when we're post 7 a.m. and we haven't swept out any liquidity, that changes my idea of bias for the day slightly. Ooh, we're really coming down. I gotta make sure that I'm prepared. I gotta make sure that I'm trading the correct leader account on Lucid. My leader account is the one that's in drawdown. Let me find the one that's in drawdown. Yeah, this one. This is my leader account. So if we, damn, we swapped that exactly at 7 a.m. That's really cool. So we sweep the session liquidity prior to 7 a.m. The low that we put in or the high that we put in on that sweep, I will anticipate that to get swept out before we make any kind of reversal. So today it doesn't apply because we've swept it post 7 a.m. So I'm expecting this whole thing to extend and us to be bullish. But even if it's not, we're only catching a piece of the pie. It doesn't matter if it fully extends or not. But that's my idea. I'm expecting this to extend to midnight open and London high at least. We already swept out Asia high. Yeah, we swept out Asia high and Asia low. Let's see if we can come into my CH zone. We put in an S&T here. It's interesting. But let me draw some fibs. Okay, we have quite a few lining up right here. We got this 2.5, -4, 2.5. We have this on ES. It's clean, but I prefer having fibs from multiple locations. Not gonna lie. That's what I prefer. So I'm gonna be patient. This. Oh, we do have a 4 there though. I would need another fib from somewhere though. I don't think we have, to be honest. No, I think this zone that I've drawn out is my best bet. I mean, this on ES is kind of clean, but this zone is definitely my A+ bet. I'm being patient. This is fine. I only see one fib on NQ. I do see a few on ES, but I don't know. Yeah, that is kind of nice though. We have a 2.5, a -4, and a 2.5, and it's respecting the midpoint like perfectly. All right, we didn't get the 2 green closures anyway. So I'm hoping we're gonna come lower. I'm hoping we're gonna come lower into where I'm anticipating, to be honest. That is what I'm hoping for. Let me go back on the YouTube chat. There we go. I want to see like the 15-minute. Yeah. At least the 5. Five-minute, I want to just draw out this consequent encroachment. I mean, we've disrespected it on NQ. So. These are all standard deviation levels, which I've made up this pink box with. I want to draw the consequent encroachment of this as well, just to see how the bodies are looking. See, I'm like thinking about this ES setup and I'm like, it's clean. It is quite clean. And like, I'll give myself that. It is quite clean. But what I have to ask myself in situations like this where I'm unsure is, if I take this trade, even if we get the 2 green candle closures and I take it, would I be annoyed if it lost? And the answer is probably yes, because I feel like kind of confident in this area of price. So if I take this trade, it doesn't play and then price comes down to here, I'd be pretty annoyed with myself. So I'd rather be patient and potentially miss a setup than take something that I'm not like super sure on, you know? Even though this does look kind of clean, but you know, it is what it is. I am not gonna take it. But this would be our entry if we were gonna take this. Hold on. That, yeah, so my entry would have been right there if I was gonna take this, with my stop loss 1 tick below that swing low. So we'll see whether this would have played out or not. We can forward test for now, but I'm not willing to take this on a funded, because I think I would be annoyed at myself if it lost. You should never take trades where if it loses, you'll be annoyed. It should always be, if this wins or loses, I don't care. This is a great setup, which is what it was for me yesterday when I took that trade. That was the mindset that I was in. I was like, if this wins or loses, I feel great about this trade. Whereas right now, I don't really feel like that. So it's better for me to potentially miss out on a setup than to take something I'm not completely happy with, for sure. So we're going to stay patient. We'll see whether this would have played out or not. Whether it does or doesn't, I'm happy that I haven't taken it, because this to me is not super A+. The setup that I'm waiting for on NQ, however, very A+. We have fibs from different locations, which make my rejection zone higher probability in my eyes. Whereas all of these fibs that I have, which we are potentially rejecting out of right now, they aren't from different locations of price. They're all from the same location in price. And the reason for that is I can't take them from this high, because like this is a lower point than this, because we have S&T. So I can't take any other fib from up here because it wouldn't make sense. Like, price is lower. This is the only spot on ES I can take fibs from. Whereas on NQ, I can take fibs from the high of pre-market session, also the high of London session, and even the high of Asia, if I wanted to. So this makes this zone way higher probability than the one on ES. Let's see. We have S&T with this low. So we may have it that this ES trade may even play out because we have S&T, but we may get the tap into our zone. You never know. That would be kind of clean, to be fair, if that happened. That would be very clean. My stream is delayed, really? Doesn't say it's delayed. Do you have any idea how delayed it is? Be interesting to know. $7.01 as OTE low. I don't understand what you mean. I don't draw fibs from the lower. I'm trying to understand where we're gonna reverse. So I'm drawing them from the high. 10 to 15 seconds. Yeah, guys, as I've always said, there is like a slight delay over YouTube. There's not a lot I can do about that. It's only around 10 seconds, but if you want to watch the stream live, you can join the free Discord. I'm live trading in the Discord also. So I have my screen shared on the Discord. I just don't have my camera on because I can't have my camera shared to 2 different applications. So that's the only difference if you join the Discord stream. The high of the CH zone is 29453.25. All right, it looks like it's coming down. It looks like we made the correct decision. So I'm pretty happy with us right now. I'm pretty happy. I think we did the right thing. This is the importance of narrative around your entry model. My entry model technically did present. Yeah. Technically it presented, but the narrative wasn't correct. What is this push? What are we pushing out of right now? Yeah, we have this -4. I want to see whether we can get anything lining up with that, because that would be nice. High key, that would be nice. I can't see anything clean that lines up with that. Every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Every time my heart beats fast. Oh damn, it caught that low. That's clean. That's clean as fuck. Oh, wait, guys. Wait. We have this 2.5 and this 4 right here. Oh, wait, that's clean as fuck. You see this? I didn't see this. This is a 5-minute manipulation from up here. And then a -4. Dang. We didn't get the 2 candle closure though, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I do want to mark that out as potential though, because if we come and retest and I get the 2 green closures, I would be happy with that. We have 2 different locations that make sense. This would definitely be valid. Either of these zones I have drawn on NQ right now are valid. But I need the 2 green candle closures out of the zone. So if we come and tap back in and then we get the 2 green candle closures, like I'd low-key be happy to take that. But we might just plummet through. I feel like if we come back, we're going to come down to here. This one is higher probability in my eyes. I mean, I would still be in the ES trade, which is interesting. Where's 1R? That's my break-even point on this forward test. Every time we touch, I get this feeling. I know there's a lot of shit on my chart. I'm sorry, it's kind of confusing. I'm aware. Guys, please do not spam the chat. It's really annoying. Like sometimes I am just looking at my chart and I'm locking in and you're spamming me. Please don't do that. I will get to you at some point, but I'm also trying to trade. So kind of have to look at my charts. Cause every time my heart beats fast, I want you to last. Yeah, as I've said, my stream is delayed. There's nothing I can do about 10-second delay. If you want no delay, join the free Discord. I'm streaming in there. We need ice latte power. I have an ice latte right here, but I think I've drank it all. Oh no, I haven't. There's still a little bit left. Okay. We tap it? We didn't tap it. Alright, we tapped it. If we can get 2 green candle closures out of here, I'd be happy to take it. But maybe we're going to come down to my original zone, which would be nice. See the importance of the 2 green candle closures here? I potentially would have entered this. We can see the rejection out of this zone. All right, let's see whether we would have got stopped out of this or not. It looks like maybe. Maybe schmaybe. Yep, I would have got stopped out. Let's go. That is such a dub, seeing a potential trade that you're tempted to take, but you know that you'd be annoyed at yourself if you lose. We just avoided losing 1R. We just avoided that. Live. Boom. You guys literally heard my whole thought process. I was tempted. I was freaking tempted. Now we're tapping into this zone. If we get the 2 green candle closures, I'm fucking taking that shit. And if this loses, you guys know that this will be a good loss. This will be an excellent loss. No matter the outcome of this trade, this is following the system to a T. This is perfect. I want to see 2 green candle closures out of the zone right now. Let's see if we can get that. We have so much low resistance liquidity above us too. We have a ton of buy side ready to be snatched. Damn, I hope this holds. Do you guys see that out of the midpoint? Can I call it the consequent encroachment if it's my fucking concept? the consequent encroachment of the CH. Can I do that? I feel like I can. Let me get micros on this side, so I can be ready to enter. ES has taken London low now too, which is nice. I had this zone marked out from before. Oh wait, I think that was for London session. All right, nice. I need 1 more green candle closure right now for me to enter. If it's bearish, we will not be entering. We will be waiting. Cause every time my heart beats fast, I want you to last. Come on, I want a green closure on this. Not looking promising right now. Maybe we want to tap into our zone again, which is fine. The trade is still valid, but no entry as of right now. I'm gonna put ES back up for a minute. I now need 2 green candle closures again. Let me delete that and that, because that zone is clearly not valid. Cause every time my heart beats fast, I want you to last. All right, if we can get green closure on this, I'm gonna enter this trade. Where are we on ES in terms of? All right, we're still around the consequent encroachment. Oh no, is that of the 5-minute? Or is this of the hourly? I want to see the consequent encroachment of the hourly. Boom. Yeah, we're around that, which I kind of like too. I like this trade on NQ. If we can get this green closure, then I'm gonna take this. Okay. Okay. And breathe. Yeah, that is the right account for me to take this on, thankfully. Oh my gosh, this is stress with freaking Alpha Trader 2. Oh fuck. Alright, no. I wanna do that. But with less risk. There we go. Now Alpha Trader. Where the fuck is Alpha Trader? It's on another tab. That's where it is. Oh my gosh, I have so many tabs. Someone yell at me. I have so many tabs. Help. Okay, it hasn't rebalanced yet, so I think we're fine. To also grab this on Alpha Trader. All right.
Order filled.
Oh fuck.
Order filled.
I just took a trade by accident on my Alpha Trader. I think I lost like $2. Oopsies.
Order modified.
God damn, this is stressful. Manage this on 2 freaking accounts.
Order modified.
This shit is going without me. Let me make sure it didn't rebalance on NQ. Wait. Nope. Nope. Nope, we haven't. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna have to do less contracts again. Cancel. I want to extend that. Look at the CH zone fucking playing out like crazy. How many contracts if I do 5 still? I'm gonna have to do less again. Oh wow, way less now. Holy moly. 4 micros, really? Is that what we're dealing with right now? 0.5 on NQ and MNQ are not lining up right now, which is honestly not that ideal, but it's fine. I don't really like it when that happens though, when we have like SMT with micros and minis, it's kind of annoying. Can we like stop? I'm trying to get an entry here. Like, hello? Have some decorum. Have some decorum, have some respect. I'm trying to take these fucking longs. I mean, at least we know the CH zones work anyways. At least we know that. At least we're aware of that factor in this, I guess. Okay. Alpha Trader's hella hard to use, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Order modified. Order modified.
Okay. I'm just gonna base it on micros, like 0.5 right there is slightly higher up. But I think we have potential to come to 0.618 anyways. So I think we're good. All right, hopefully we can come down to my freaking entry right now. I want to make sure my stop loss is just 1 point below the swing low. There we go. Perfect. Confirm. Hopefully we're gonna get filled. That would be great. I would love that a lot. That would be awesome. Hopefully once we've made this 3-minute gap, we're going to go ahead and fill our 0.5. That would be great. Oh yeah, it's just 0.5 of this 5-minute candle, so it makes sense for us to just bounce off that if we're bullish. I'm happy with that. I want to target this low resistance liquidity we have right there. Low resistance liquidity. Sorry guys, I'm like so locked in because I have to manage my TradeAvate on TradingView and my Alpha Trader accounts at one time, so I cannot read the chat right now. But I hope that you're doing fine. I hope you're vibing and enjoying life. I want to just get ES up small just so I can see whether ES is rebalanced. Okay, ES is not rebalanced either, which is a good sign. All right. Please don't just go without us. That would actually be so mean. Oh, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? We end up creating some sort of gap and it makes sense for us to trade to 0.618, then I'll move my limit to 0.618, but until it makes sense, I'm not gonna. Come on, don't just go without us. That would actually be hella mean. That would be hella mean. Okay, they're lining up now. Minis and micros. They were not previously lining up, which was not ideal. I'm getting close to having to lower this to 3 micros. The stop is getting crazy. Crazy stop loss size. That is 1 tick below. Yeah, it is. Oh, damn, I have to move my Alpha Trader one too. I keep forgetting.
Order modified.
Okay.
Order modified.
Please fill my limit. Please fill my limit. Please fill my limit. Pretty, please fill my limit. 1R, if this gets filled, is like right there, which I think is very doable for our break-even level. We should have a 4-minute.
Order
Yeah, we
filled.
have a 4-minute gap. All right, we're in the trade. Great. Let me drag my stop loss on. Confirm. How do you fucking confirm a stop loss? On here? Hello? Confirm. Oh, you have to confirm a TP too. All right.
OCO orders placed.
Okay. We're in. Let's hope and pray that this plays. I did exactly what I wanted, so I'm happy with this trade no matter the outcome. It's all a game of probability. I'm repeating these affirmations to myself while we're in drawdown because it's making me nervous and I don't like it. All right, I'm gonna check ES. All right, ES is now rebalanced to 0.618. I would love to see a push up now if this is gonna hold. I want to see ES's body respect 0.618 of this. Ideally. Please play out. Please play out. Please play out. Please play out. I'm not super hopeful. I'm really not hopeful right now. Not gonna lie. Not looking good, chat. This was super A+ for me, so it just like is what it is if it doesn't play out, honestly. I'll still be super happy with the way I executed. I was very patient. Nearly got tempted into a bad trade too, but we didn't. So it just like is what it is. It doesn't want to play, which it doesn't look like it's gonna.
Order filled.
Stop filled.
Damn. Dang it. Oh, that's so annoying. I really thought that was gonna play out. Such a clean rejection out of my zone too. Alright, whatever. I guess ES wants London low. What? I'm so confused. Alpha Trader is cooked. Guys, I'm so confused. Apparently my daily P&L on my alphas is -$7. What? What is going on Alpha Trader right now? That is so cooked. Alright, I guess we're trading evals today. I guess we're trading evals. Let me grab my Tradeify eval. There we go. I had some confidence in that trade too. I'm kind of sad, but it is what it is. No. I do interact with the stream, but just then I could not because I had 2 screens up. Damn, unlucky chat, unlucky. We'll get him next time. We'll get him next time. Let's see the 1 hour. I want to switch these around. I always have NQ on this side and ES on the other. So. Yeah. Still technically respecting this zone, which is kind of funny. If this plays out now, I'm gonna be fucking sad. I'm gonna be fucking sad. Let me get rid of that fib, I don't need that. In terms of the hourly, like, it still looks good in my eyes. You're joking me. Oh! It hasn't retraced yet. I want to see some confirmation as to why ES wouldn't want to sweep London low here and would want to reverse. That's what I would want to see, which I haven't found anywhere. Every time we touch. Like, in my eyes, there's no reason why ES wouldn't sweep out London low. The only thing we have is that -4 right there. I mean, that is kind of a zone. You're fucking kidding me. I don't know whether to take this rebalance on my eval. Like, I still have faith in this playing out. Literally, that's so clean though. Like, am I just getting manipulated again? I don't want to jump into a trade too fast, you know? But what I'm thinking is I want to see it rebalance and push out, and then I'll enter on the retrace to that if it respects this. But I don't want another situation where it just plummets through the 0.5. The London market makers are hungover. Yeah, they probably are hungover from last night's game. If we can get a decent rejection out of 0.5 or 0.618, I might just enter. This is an eval anyway, but because realistically, this is the only setup I'm going to get in pre-market, in my opinion, because the only other setup I could wait for is going to be a sweep of London high, which is going to be a while away. So, you know, we'll see. I think this could go. I'm honestly considering this could go. Like, this hourly just looks so clean. Let me see the 15-minute. That 15-minute looks so nice, bro. Oops. All right, we're about to rebalance. I want to also see this on ES. All right, there's the rebalance. Oh, thank fuck we didn't take that shit. I actually wouldn't have been stopped out by one tick right now. But it looks like we're about to be if we took it. I would still not be out of this trade. My stop loss is always one tick below the swing low. My stop loss would be right there. That's so hilarious if this now pushes out. Like, that's actually so funny. Ugh, my hay fever is so bad right now. We just make equal lows though. Against my rules too long when we have equal lows. So I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to taking that. Yeah, I took a loss. I took an L. Alright. In my head, this CH zone is no longer valid. If we play off this, I'm not taking an entry because we have put in equal lows. And that goes against my rules. So I'm going to look for some other fibs in close proximity. I'm going to look for some on ES because I just think now, unless this plays out, ES is going to sweep London low in my head. Unless this plays here. This is the like final leg in the sand. I have this zone on ES. I would need some type of fib to line up. Oh yeah, we have a -4. All right, this is nice on ES. You can't log into your Alpha Trader. I think they're in the process of moving everyone across. So I would try next week if you can't log in. I think the reason why I've got mine faster is because I already had a funded on there. I keep forgot about. Also, guys, I'm like convinced that that trade just didn't even happen on Alpha Trader. Like my P&L today is -$7, and I literally took the trade and got stopped out, and I have the executions on the chart right now. Why is my net P&L -$7? This platform is so shit. Really fucking bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I literally took this, guys. Can you fucking see this? I have the executions on my chart, but my net P&L is -$7. I risked like $250 on this shit. So if we get the setup, I might take it again on here, honestly. Because why not? Might as well. I want yes. Honestly, ass. Let me see on here. Oh, SOD balance. What's SOD balance? What the fuck does this shit mean? Like, what? Why is my SOD balance on here 53k? I'm so confused. Right, current balance. What's SOD balance? I don't know. Current balance. The shit hasn't moved. I don't know if I can take some shit again on here if I get set up, because what the heck? This platform is so fried. Oh, start of day. Yeah, I have 3k. Don't ask why. I meant I have only 1.5k, but they gave me 3k. I don't know. No, I can't because I don't have the winning days, but if I get 5 winning days, I'll be able to. I don't know why it's 53k. It just cooked. We're down 250 across the fundeds today. That's so sad. Oh well, we'll live. We'll be fine. Right, this thing wants London low. I think we take some shit out of here. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I really think that was gonna play. Yeah, that's the same Alpha Zero I got a payout on. I don't know why the balance is down. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. I was kind of hoping that S&T would hold, but I don't think it is going to hold anymore. This shit looks like it's accumulating and waiting for that new hourly open, is my thoughts right now. I think this hourly candle is going to open, sweep, and then we push up. That's what makes the most sense right now, I think. And that would be nice in line with this consequent encroachment of this 4-hour wick, honestly, on ES. We could push out of there and my CH zone. Very clean. You are not answering my questions. Unsubscribing you by. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do without you? Regarding yesterday, why were you bearish even though London low was swept and drawn liquidity should be London high as per the session profiles? Let me see my trade from yesterday. I am not one of those people who just remembers their trades. I know some people are great at that, but I am personally just not. Let me turn these back on. I actually need them on, I think, to understand what's going on. There we go. Okay. So, I was bearish because... Why was I bearish? Let me see. Okay. Wait. Oh, right. I got you. Okay. So I was bearish because we technically had a London high sweep on ES. We had S&T. So you can see London high was swept at 843 on ES. We had this sweep right here. And that is what I was looking at based on NQ. So at this time, we swept London high on ES. We had S&T, so I had confluence to short. Hopefully that makes sense. And yeah, they did play out, just my entry model wasn't super precise, as you guys can see. Where are we at? What are we doing? I don't like longs right now. I feel like we look like we're accumulating. I think we're going to manipulate once more and then distribute. I personally think ES wants London low before heading higher. That's my personal view right now. But I'm going to wait. .25 isn't an important level to me. 2.5 and 4 are. I think these type of days where we're super slow on the London low or London high sweep, I need to be careful because I feel like I need to go back and look at data and see what time these reversals are playing out, because I feel like the 8 a.m. candle might be the one that pushes this to play out, honestly. Oh, holy shit, what was that? What is going on? Bro, I gotta find some. I want this data low to be swept out. Alright. That's my freaking ES zone out the window. Right, I want that to be swept. Right, let's try and find some fibs which extend past. Ooh, that's kind of nice. It's -4. All right. I want some from up here. Ideally. Oops. Nice. To be fair, this is really clean, guys. Look at that. I want that data low swept though. I'm not freaking longing against a data low. That's just silly in my eyes. All right, let's see if we can get anything on NQ too. Okay, that's in good close proximity. Oops. Mask on my face. That's pretty nice too. But I want that data low taken out. If longs play out from here, then it's just kind of unfortunate. Because I really don't like trading against a data wick. They act as a magnet on price more times than they don't. So I would want that swept out. And then if we see the rejection, I think it could be a clean buy. That 15-minute is so clean though. If the 15-minute closes like that, I'd be inclined to take it on an eval, but I'm not taking shit on a funded account, even if it is on Alpha Trader, if we have a data wick, but I'd maybe take it on an eval. Definitely not on a funded though. Not worth the risk. I have, but never on a funded account. The NFP wick was swept out. Like, we had the NFP candle, and then the next candle swept out the high. So then I took the shorts after that. As long as the wick is swept out, I don't mind. But here we've left a wick. What date was NFP? Recheck. NFP was the 2nd of July. If I go back. To the 2nd. Yeah, so you can see this is the NFP candle and it got swept out, and then I took these shorts off this CH zone. So that wick got swept. Bum, 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 bum. But like, this has a chance to play out, sure, but not worth it on a funded. Maybe on an eval, we'll see. No, I'm not doing that. I've already taken a loss on my fundeds. The only trade I'd be taking is on my 2 alpha traders, which just didn't execute. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I literally took a loss on my alpha traders and instead it's given me a $7 loss. Like, I'll take it, but if this happened with a win, I'd be fucking fuming. Promiscuous girl, wherever you are, I'm all alone, and it's you that I want. You already know I'm all yours. What you waiting for? I feel like if I just had a buy limit in my CH zones, I could actually potentially make money. Like with a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Like, they always seem to bounce, at least. Really? Let me look at the weekly. No, it's not quite at 50%. On NQ anyway, maybe on ES. I might mark that actually. That's actually a nice level to have on the chart. Down, down. Oh. Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Thanks, Daniel. You're the goat. Wait, holy shit. Wait. Andrew, I'm so sorry. I missed that you sent me that. Iced coffee for you and Hannah later today. You're the goat. We need that after our loss. We both took the same trade, which is how I know it was a valid trade too, because we both trade the same. We took the same shit. Got bummed. We move on. W, Daniel. W. Promiscuous girl, teasing me. You know what I want, and I got what you need. I took it too, and I even got in a bit earlier. Sucks it manipulated down again on us. Oh well. Yeah, it's tough. I'm happy that we took the trade that we did, because I potentially would have got fucked on that news candle, which would have been worse because I potentially would have got slipped. So that was the best case scenario. Something that I know that I need to work on, and I'm going to reanalyze today, is understanding when a day is just super trendy and we just are just going to continue like heading lower, you know? They're the days where I will like do worse, but usually I like don't see a setup. I've only taken 2 trades on my funded accounts this week, and they've both been losses, unfortunately, but we've conserved capital more than anything. Guys, let's do a giveaway while we're waiting to see what Price wants to do for a little bit. Okay, so currently we have 100 likes on the stream. Okay, we have 300 people on, so when we're at 200 likes on the stream, let's do a giveaway. So everybody make sure to thumbs up. I'll give away a 50k Pro Lucid account. I should start trusting them more for a bounce. It's something I'd have to backtest to be sure. The 2 candle closures has helped me a lot of times though. So I need to know whether the 2 candle closures is like vital or not, the make or break, you know? Everybody like up the stream. Let's get the giveaway going. I'm not mad about that loss, honestly. I think that was a good loss. It just sucks when you have 2 good losses in a row, because it makes you start to question yourself. But I'm just going to block out those thoughts and remember my last week of trading. I'm doing nothing different to how I traded last week. I'm trading in the exact same way. So I'm happy with how it's going. 29,432. Good luck. Good luck, twin. I like this zone that we're bouncing off. I just don't like the idea of leaving a data low. That's all. That's all. All right, we're only on 135 likes. We got a long way to go. 200 likes needed for the giveaway. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, once we are doing it, make sure you're subscribed so you can get a head start. You have to be subscribed to enter the giveaway. I will tell you the instructions for the giveaway once we announce it, so don't worry about that. Right now, all you can do is be subscribed. Your long one micro. All right, we've had that hourly candle closure. Looks pretty fucking clean, I'm not gonna lie. I might take this on an eval if we get the retrace. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking no. I'm thinking even on this eval, I'm like, I only want to take A+ setups. This is an A+ to me when we have a data low, to be honest. I feel like I'm forcing it. So I want to get some dopamine from getting a winning trade. So I'm not going to take that, as it will be better for my development if I don't take it at all and I just watch price. And if price wants to head higher and I miss out, so be it. We got the bias right. We understood. Our entry didn't play out. We did everything we could. That's that. I just have to learn to be fine with having a losing day. And it's the compound effect which matters in trading rather than individual days. An individual winning day and an individual losing day is not gonna get me a payout. They are not the things that get me the payout. It's the consistency, it's the sticking to the system that is gonna get me the payout. All right, that's the 0.5 rebalance. We can forward test, see whether it would play out or not. Like, having a stop loss at a data low is just, in my eyes, kind of silly. But we'll see what it wants to do. Can I ask you, please? I see Lucid only allow 5 payouts. What happened to the remaining profits? So once you've had your 5 payouts and you've been paid out, so you have the profits, you are then sent to live. So you are actually trading a live account. They are actually giving you live money to trade with, right? And it just means different rules, basically, than normal prop. Oh, I get you. I don't know what happens to the other 2K. I'll have to ask someone who's been moved to live. I've never personally been moved to live yet, so I don't know. I'll have to keep you updated with that because I'm not too sure. You already know I'm all yours. All right, so ES hasn't rebalanced yet. It's about to rebalance. I would expect an immediate bounce off 0.5 on ES if this is going to play. For sure. I'll make sure to ask someone. think NQ's going down to 29,100. Damn. Really? I don't know. That's kind of out of my depth. I don't usually care, like, what happens in New York AM session. If we're going to do that, it's going to be in New York AM, in my opinion. I think we're going to have some type of reversal before 9:30. I would anticipate, but we may just chop around. Who knows? All right, I've just read someone's comment, so I want to reiterate this. I do like to say this every now and again, just to make it clear. You guys should not be copying the trades that I take. The reason why I live stream is so that I can have a community to stream with, to share my trade ideas, my thoughts, and you guys can ask me any questions if you have questions. The idea of these streams is not for you guys to copy my trades, because I don't have track record that I'm consistently profitable. I make that very, very clear. I've only ever had 2 payouts, right? I've only ever had 2 payouts. People should not be copying my trades. You shouldn't be copying trades from any live streamer. It's not a way to make money, because they could go on tilt and your money is depending on whether they are in a good psychological state that day. I could go on tilt tomorrow, you know, and take bad trades for a week. Like, it's not a good plan. So please do not copy my trades. Of course, I'm happy if we're in the same trade. You have your confluences, I have my confluences, or you learn my confluences and then you're taking that yourself, you're understanding that yourself. That's fine. That's kind of what this is for. This is not so that you can copy my trades just willy-nilly without understanding. So please don't do that. I am too honest. It's definitely a disadvantage in terms of viewers, but I'd rather be honest. I don't want people to lose money. Like, I don't have a track record saying I'm consistently profitable yet, you know? No, I'm not in longs. I'm forward testing this position because I was tempted to take it, but it goes against my rules. Longing when we have a data wick still intact. So I just want to see whether this is going to play out or not. So yeah, I'm not in this trade. I have something on my lip and it's really like stinging. I feel like it could be like, can you get ulcers on your lip? It doesn't feel like an ulcer though. Like, it doesn't feel like a lump, it just kind of stings. I feel like it's just like a cut or whatever. No, after the 5 payouts, you'll get moved to live, so they'll give you a different type of account. It's like the same as having funded accounts, but it's just different rules and things. I have some lip balm on right now. But, yeah. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Don't be weird now. This price action's very slow. I wouldn't be happy with this if I was in the trade. Is this the consequent encroachment of this wick? What is this? The hourly? Yeah, the hourly. I've been waiting on that sunshine, boy. I think I need that back. I'm not profitable from my YouTube income, that's for sure. Do you know how much you make from YouTube? Alan, you're funny. Guys, you know how much I've made from YouTube this whole time? And I live stream 3 days a week. I now live stream 4 days a week. I'm gonna tell you. I love that I can tell you this shit. It's great. I'm just like, I just love oversharing on stream. Okay, do you want to know the total I've made from stream? Bearing in mind, people like send me money on stream sometimes. Like, so this is including that money. I earn like $5 per YouTube video if it does well. If it doesn't do well, I'll earn like $1. I hope you understand. You have to be getting millions of views to be like sustaining yourself from YouTube. Okay. I've made in total from my whole time doing YouTube, bearing in mind I've been streaming for a year now, I've made £600. So no, yeah. £600, which is like $800, I think. Yeah, I think they take a cut. I have no idea. I haven't withdrew it. I need to withdraw it. I keep meaning to set it up. But you have to fill in about 5 million different things to set it up. So annoying. So yeah. It is eval money, to be fair. It's not bad at all. I didn't expect to make anything from this. That was not the vibe with live streams. I didn't even know that you could make money from a live stream. I thought it was just videos, but you can make money based on viewers in a live stream, but it's really not a lot. I'll maybe make $2 from this live stream. Yeah, I don't really do this to make money. Like, if I wanted to make money from my trading, I'd sell a course or some bullshit. Because even though I've only had 2 payouts and I would probably get a lot of hate for it, I want you guys to know that I could make a lot of money if I wanted to sell a course. Like, I really want you to understand the amount of people who DM me asking to buy my mentorship, and I'm like, I don't have one. I've had, especially recently after my winning streak, I have probably had 30 DMs across like Discord, Instagram, of people asking me whether I do one-on-one mentoring. Obviously I get the like occasional like weirdo asking for it for the wrong reasons, but it was mainly after my winning streak, so I have a feeling they were genuine because they all came in one go. And it was like, I've seen your trading, do you do one-on-one mentorship? I want to learn from you, that type of thing. And like, you can charge a fucking shit ton for one-on-one mentoring. You can charge thousands of dollars for that. And I've had like 30 people reach out to me. So I could have made like 40 grand just like that from people like who like are naive and they don't know. Like, if I was going to learn one-on-one off someone, I would want to see a 1-year broker statement. I'd want to see 1 year of consistent prop firm payouts from multiple prop firms. Like, I'd want to see all of these things. And I'd want to see executions. But I wouldn't want to do that because I don't have the track record to help someone one-on-one. I've never traded a live account, which in my opinion, if you can take payouts from prop properly, risking properly, not over risking, because some people are just profitable in prop firms and they wouldn't be profitable on a live account. The way that I trade, I would be profitable on a live account too. If I can take a payout 1 month, I would be profitable on the live account. That's just the way I trade. But some people trade in a way that they are profitable on prop firms, and that's the best way for them to rinse the most money, which I completely appreciate. It's valid, like they make the most money out of it, so why wouldn't you? But yeah, but I don't have a live track record. I've only had 2 payouts. I am not in any sort of situation where I should be teaching people how to trade. Like I'm not, and that is why I don't. But some people decide that they are ready to sell a course and sell a mentorship and teach people when they're fucking not ready. Like, no, I'm not going against data low. I'm forward testing this because of data low. Otherwise, I would want to take this, but I don't like the fact that we have data low. So this is forward test only, unfortunately. We'll see. I haven't taken a second trade. Guys, I'm going to reiterate, I am not in this trade. I am not in this trade. Forward test. I feel like some people must watch this stream with no volume on. There we go. Hopefully I've made that clear now. I do not trade against data low. That is silly. I want to see what the news was actually. Did anybody find that out? I've actually not been on financial news. Let's see what we got. 12:49. Yeah. Iran tells Yemen's something to close. Oh my gosh, I can't read this. To close gateway to the Red Sea if the US hits power network. Okay, it's just around the US. That's all I need to know. Oh, you sent it? Sorry, Alan, I missed that. This price action is so slow. Like, this is unbelievable. These candles are just so slow for the last, like, 10 minutes. I've been waiting on the sunshine for you, taking me back. How much were your 2 payouts? The first one was $1,580 and the second one was $1,350. There's news in 10 minutes? I swear I checked this morning and there was none. Oh, it's orange folder. I literally don't even look at orange folder. Like, I forget that it's a thing. I don't think it'll do much. Orange folder tends to not really move very much, but we'll see. Maybe it will. It might be waiting for 8:30 too. Is your dad a business owner? No. My dad sells cars. But don't get me wrong, I've come from a wealthy background for sure. Not anything crazy, not like millions, but I grew up in a super wealthy area. I grew up in one of the wealthiest areas in the UK, to be honest. But I'll always be honest about that. I'm not trying to do one of those like I was so broke, I was homeless, I was this, I was that. Like, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I've literally been brought up in one of the wealthiest areas in the UK. I'm gonna be so real with you. But that doesn't mean that I've had a super crazy upbringing or anything like that. Like, I've worked a job since I was like 14 to pay for myself. Like, my parents don't overdo it. But I've like grown up in a really nice area, went to a good school. I didn't go to a private school or anything, but the school that I went to was a very good school. I don't live in Manchester. I just say Manchester because nobody knows where I live. Manchester is the closest city to where I live. I don't want to, like, please don't ask me any more questions about where I live. I really don't want to give you an exact location because people are weird. What is this? Now we got some movement. Why do we have movement at 8:21? What? What? I would not have liked that if I was in this trade. I really wouldn't. Let me see on ES too. Damn. Look at all this low resistance backside. Like, I'm convinced this is gonna get taken. We just put in equal lows again? No. Oh, we just swept out that wickless candle. A push out of here would actually be clean. To be fair. Let's be professional, please. That would be great. Like, what does my relationship status have to do with the NASDAQ? I would love to know how those two correlate whatsoever. Please tell me if I'm missing something, but last time I checked, they have no correlation whatsoever. Are you a Man United fan? I mean, I technically am because of my dad, but I don't really watch football. So I'm a very fake fan. But if I had to say which team I support, I would say Man United, yeah. But not really. Yeah, I'll draw the manipulation fib on the 5 minute if I can't see anything obvious on the 1 minute. I'll do 1 minute and 5 minute fibs. The only other time frames I use for fib projections is I'll project 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute order blocks, whichever looks cleanest. This does not look good. This is going to be a W forward test. This gets swept out. And we might actually get a trade too. Can't do me like that. No one else gonna get it like that. Oh wow, the consequent encroachment of this hourly wick lines up inside of this PH zone that we have going on. So I got my model from so I learned all the different concepts from kind of different people. So I learned standard deviation from a guy called Ivan. And I learned ICT from ICT himself. I watched a ton of his YouTube videos, like hours and hours. I watched hours and hours of ICT, learned these concepts, and then managed to kind of put them together. But Ivan has helped me a ton. I don't trade the exact model he trades because he uses an indicator which links to order flow, I'm fairly sure. So I have a little bit of a different way of executing. He also limits standard deviation levels, which I don't personally like doing. I like to wait for a reaction and enter. So we trade a little bit differently, but I've learned a lot from him. So props to him. I've been trading for like 1.5 years now. I've been waiting on that sunshine, boy. I think I need that back. Don't do me like that. No one else can get it like that. Won't you take me back? Da, 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 da. But you always do it right. Man, fuck your bread. Oh my god, my wrist just actually lost all blood. I watched a little bit beyond the 22 mentorship, so I watched the 2022 mentorship first. Watched that very thoroughly. Like, I rewatched lots of those episodes. Like, I watched that until I really understood it. Because that was kind of the first ever trading videos that I'd watched. So it took me a while to get a grasp on what he was saying. And then I watched quite a few core content videos. I watched videos on like SMT, just like specific concept videos. So I watched SMT, inversion fair value gap. I watched one on order block. What else? I don't know how I've picked up some things like AMD. I never watched a video on. I've just picked up about it. Same with like using the consequent encroachment of wicks and the importance of wicks. I've just picked that up. I don't really know from where. Maybe I have watched a video and it's just kind of in the back of my head. I don't know. The one set up for live video is very, very good. I love the one set up for live video. That is like my favorite ICT video. The OTE series is proper good. I've actually never watched the OTE series from ICT. I should probably watch that. Might help. I don't personally think a 5-minute fib holds more weight than a 1-minute fib, because I've never noticed a 5-minute playing out more times than a 1-minute, if that makes sense. So I would say no. Maybe that's just something that I've not observed yet. The strategy is still pretty new, you have to remember. I've only been trading this for a few months, so I don't have too much data on it or anything yet, but that's what I'm in the process of doing. That's what me and Hannah are going to spend an hour doing after the stream today. Did ES sweep out data low? No. Interesting. Interesting indeed. All right, we're nearly at 8:30. I think 8:30 should do something. I've been waiting on this. Won't you take me back? Have I ever tried to use ICT? Yeah, I use ICT a ton. I'm using ICT right now. I think a lot of people tend to learn concepts from social media, like short form, and they don't realize that most of the concepts they're learning are ICT. Like, I think people don't realize that OTE is ICT. I think people don't realize that session liquidity is ICT. Kill zones are ICT. I think everybody knows the fair value gap is ICT, but yeah. Green data. Interesting. Interesting. I wouldn't want to be in this trade. You don't want to be in a trade that does this. You don't want it to accumulate near your entry. Not a good sign at all. Are you chart by any chance? I love to look at chart. What do you mean? You can see my chart right here. No, I've never watched a TJR video, to be honest. Oh my gosh. I didn't even clock that. Oh, let me live. Come on, are we gonna do anything? Like, are we gonna do something? Something, anything at all. Anything at all, like. I do know the concept of price and time. $100-point pump next minute. All right, let's see. I want to see it. So far, we've had a 3-point pump. We have 97 to go. Yeah, you literally don't need to ask that question 3 times. I ignored it the first time, like, on purpose. Yeah, me too. I want to see the sweep of data low and then try and get some longs. I'm definitely going to backtest because this is just something that I've noticed now, is that if we don't sweep London high or London low pre 7 a.m., those tend to be the days where I will get caught up in trying to long too early. Even though my setup was technically valid, I'm going to see what the likelihood is for the longs to play out before 8 a.m. if we don't sweep until 7 a.m. Like, I want to know the likelihood of that. So that's something I'm going to backtest for sure. Yes, I'm gonna buy Edgeful, I think. Your trading psychology is solid AF. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I recently found your channel. I like your patience and stick to your rules. Lot to learn from you. You are a role model. Thank you. That is so sweet. I don't tend to use standard deviation on the higher time frame because I am just trade lower time frame. My entries are always on the 1 minute, so I feel like on days like this, maybe I should. Look at this. We're definitely coming for data low. I knew it. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. Data low smacked on ES. What is this zone I have on ES right now? -4 and a -2.5. Okay. Okay, that's clean. I don't want SMT at a data low. Not really. Not really, I don't. I'm not answering your question if you end the question in baby. Absolutely not. All right, I want this to sweep data low and then we can take an entry. I don't want this SMT to hold. I really don't. I just don't think that that's good at all. I'm not going to add volume onto the chart because I don't use volume. I'm 22. Come on, please sweep that data low. I just don't want that. From the 1 hour. All right, let me see. What the heck? There we go. Oh yeah. We kind of hit this 2.5 right here though, and it did play. Played nice. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. I do think the overall bias on the day is bearish, like for sure, but I think we're gonna rebalance some of this range before that plays out. That's just my opinion. This imbalanced or what? Are we imbalanced? No, we're not. We're really not. This might be though. No, she's not. Okay. I just think we're gonna rebalance some of this before we continue. Personally. Take out that S&T right now. I don't like it. No, I'm not in a trade. I wasn't actually in a trade. It was just a forward test. I don't like taking longs against a data low. Boom, 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 ba-da-da-da-da. Equalize on your chart? You have mini micros on? Hey Timo. Is there an indicator for SMT? Yeah, there is. It's called SMT Pro Plus by taking profits. It's free. It's very good. I'd recommend. This is a data low. Hey Segi. So the pink box is my standard deviation levels, which are in close proximity. Where is the top standard deviation from NQ gone? I keep deleting them because they're overstimulating me. I think it must be this. Yeah, it is that. We also have a 2.5 down here. That's kind of nice, actually. I want that data low swept out, please. Please sweep the data low. Please sweep the data low. Please sweep the data low. There was news at 7:50. Please check financial juice. Good morning. I want this reversal, but we're just so bearish. Like, ugh. Tell me more to you. Come on, just sweep the low. Please sweep the low. Please sweep the low. We're close. We're very close. We're very close. Yeah, there's no way I would short this. No way I would short this. I'm also not sure whether I would want to long it either. Bro, just sweep the data low, please. I'm losing the will to live. Oh my gosh, I just... Okay. Okay, there we go. Kinda looks like it wants the sage low though. My only problem. We need to sweep data low, respect this dotted line here, which is a hourly wick consequent encroachment. If we don't respect that, I think we're going to Asia low. Oh my gosh. It's actually playing with us. It's like, nope, I'm not sweeping data low today. Ooh, that 2.5 manipulation leg lines up with the consequent encroachment of the hourly wick. That's really, really clean. I would want to see a bounce off there, honestly. I don't know about previous daily low. I really don't. This dotted line that we have right here is the consequent encroachment of the daily wick, which we're currently like playing out of, but I don't buy it. Let me do this in a different color. Yeah. So this is and this is there you go. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to sweep out this data low, and then I want to look for an entry, but just not wanting to do that right now, apparently. Yeah, this might not be the previous day. I just, like, yeah, this is not the previous day. This is the 14th. This is 2 days ago, Wick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do, 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 do. Come on, bro. Please just sweep the data low, or just like do anything. Anything. Yes, looks clean, like for a buy. We swept data low, we pushed out, came back, 2 green candle closure. Would have been clean. Would have been break even by now on it, but I didn't like the fact that NQ hadn't swept. That rebalance, so my entry would have been right there. So yeah, I would have been break even on this. I would have been up 2 off. My stop loss would have been trailed to right there, probably. We can forward test this for future reference. Look at it work, this consequent encroachment of that wick, of this daily wick, and push off it. I really thought we were going to take data low. I really did. Yeah, I've taken 1 loss. It was a valid loss, though. Happy with it. Take the data low. Please take the data low. Please take the data low. Please take the data low. Please. Price action is so boring. That's what I'm hoping too. I'd like to just see a wick down, honestly, and a push out. That would be hella clean. I want coffee. I'm gonna go get coffee after this. Well, I'm gonna eat some food and then go get coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna go get coffee after this with Hannah, probably. I'm sad about my loss. It feels like quite deflating being on a 10 trade winning streak and then taking 2 losses in a row. You know what I mean? Like, even though I know it was a valid loss, it still feels a little bit deflating. Like, it feels like I'm having an intrusive thought, like, did I just get lucky? Like, you know what I mean? Which I know is not the truth. You can't just take 10 green trades in a row and get lucky. Like, the probability of that happening is so slim, especially because my average winning trade is like 3R. That is so slim for that to happen 10 times in a row. But I don't know, I'm having these intrusive. I've had a smoothie this morning and I'm going to be having a chicken flatbread before I go for another coffee. I have already had coffee though, I'm not gonna lie. All right, this trade would be up 3R, so I'd now be trailing my stop loss to right there. And I would have taken half my position off. Why can't I move this freaking line? Nope. All right, I'll just delete it. That's where the trailed stop would be. This is interesting to see if this plays out, because then I know for future reference I don't need the data low to be swept out on both assets for this to play out. Because if this had also happened on NQ, I would have happily taken the entry, but I didn't because we didn't sweep data low on NQ. So this is interesting for me to understand. If we have SMT at that data low, that's an extra confluence. It's not a negative. So this is good to see how this plays out. We would have locked in some profit though. From it, I always take half my position off at 3R and then hold the rest to 4. I take most of my trades on live stream, yeah. Some of them I'll take off stream if it's just an earlier trade, or on a Monday I don't live stream. I live stream every single day other than Mondays. So that's the only day I would ever take anything off stream, really. 90% of the time, everything I take is live. I don't know my win rate yet. I'm still in the data gathering process, so I'll be sure to let you know. I'm like in the process of gathering a ton of data. But I've only been trading this strategy for a few months, so I still have a lot of work to put in. Sorry guys, I just have to reply to this real quick. Kind of received an important WhatsApp message. Sorry guys, I've replied now. Oh, and Lux Algo. What is that? I've never heard of Lux Algo before. Okay, so my strategy is pairing a session liquidity sweep. So in this case, we had a London low sweep and also a lunch low sweep with standard deviations that line up in a approximate area. So my approximate area is this pink box we have right here. So I typically take reversals of negative 2.5 standard deviations and negative 4. So if I have any of those lining up in the same approximate area, I will draw a box around it and anticipate a reversal from that area. So we have negative 2.5 right here, negative 4 right here, negative 4 right here, negative 2.5. So we have plenty of confluence for this area to play out. We also have the consequent encroachment of the hourly wick, which is the same as the midpoint of the wick. And I also anticipate to see reversals from this area too. So those are my confluences right now. I'm just waiting for price to sweep out this data low, as just from previous experience on the charts, I've noticed that data lows and data highs tend to act as a magnet on price, so I don't want to trade in the opposing direction to those. But today I am just forward testing this trade on ES because ES did sweep out the data low, so we have some SMT. So I just want to see whether SMT is still strong on data lows. So that's what I'm doing right now. But if the data low does get swept out and we get some confirmation, I'd be happy to take longs. But 9 a.m. is looming, so I would like to see that open low high close. That's a 9 a.m. candle. Holy shit, that was a big pump at 9 a.m. Someone asked me if I could show you how I journal. I not journaled any of my trades from this week, so I do need to do that. I think I journaled my trade yesterday actually, but I didn't journal my winning eval trades from earlier on. So why does this only say $250 loss? Not true. It's not true at all. Okay. Yesterday, literally the way I trade is I use TradeZella, so it tracks all of my stats for me, which is obviously a bit of a bonus. So I don't have any spreadsheets or anything. I literally just have TradeZella. It tracks everything for me. I'm aware that TradeZella costs money, but I would highly recommend it. It just saves so much time, makes your life so much easier. All right, that 4R would have hit full TP on ES. Dang. All right, well, now we know for future, right? Every day is a learning day. I've learned that if the data low is swept out on one of the assets, it's valid to take the trade. We got full 4R played out right here in front of us. Dang. We had the 2 green candle closures out of the CH zone. We had the data low sweep. We had SMT put in. We retraced to 0.5 and we played out for 4R. Dang. Stop loss 1 point below the low too. Dang. Oh well, you can't get them all. You really can't catch them all. changing rules on the spot. I'm not changing it on the spot. It's not like I'm like, new rule unlocked, I'm going to take a trade, but this is something that I've observed. So when I'm gathering data, I'm going to make sure that it's valid. But yeah, every day is a learning day. That's the whole point of trading with live time, you know? You learn stuff every day. Like, I'm obviously going to have to validate that fact for myself by going through all data, but that's just an observation I've made. I've never thought that I needed to have a rule surrounding data loss and SMT because I've never come across that before. But now that I have come across it, I can add it to my rules. Boom. MES didn't not. If MES didn't sweep the data low, I would anticipate us to come back down. Oh, we made equal lows. That's interesting. So something I learned from ICT recently is that if you have S&T between minis and micros, price will tend to use that as a magnet because it wants to sort of correct itself. So that's also another confluence as to why I may not want to take this trade too. That's interesting. Of course, that's why I said I now have a reason to go and look through old data and validate my thought. If you're against ICT, I have no idea why you are watching the stream. Like, he is... This is what the whole stream concepts are based on. I've been streaming today for a total of like 4 hours, and someone has actually just said learns from ICT, haha, my lord. Hi Claudia, I have 2 funded. Should I copy trade them or one at a time? I'm so confused and scared to blow them. Okay, so it kind of depends on your financial situation, I would say. Depends, okay, how happy would you be to buy another funded account after if you blew them both in one go? Why like would you be happy to do that? The answer is yes. I would say copy trade the 2 accounts, because when you get to that payout level, you're going to have a bigger payout. But if the answer is no, you wouldn't be too happy with buying another eval after blowing 2 accounts, you'd be pissed off with yourself, then I would trade 1 account at a time. Either alternate or say that you can take 2 trades per day and take 1 on one account, 1 on the other. That's what I did at the start, and it just kind of softens the blow, like the idea of blowing an account, the fact that you have 2 accounts. It's going to be a slower process getting to that payout level, I'm not going to lie to you, but it just depends. It's the stress of having to pass an eval again. I get you. What you have to think though is if you think passing an eval is stressful, it probably means you're not ready to, you're not at the level to take a payout unless you get lucky, because I was in that exact same mindset and it took me a long time to get a payout because I was not mentally and like I was just not mentally ready, and I also didn't know enough to be able to consistently trade to the point of being able to take a payout. Like, that's just the honest truth, because I was in that exact same boat. I was too scared to risk because I didn't want to blow an account in case I had to do an eval again. And now that I'm at the phase where I'm at, passing an eval takes me like 3 days max. Like, I can pass an eval super fast because I understand my strategy. I have the confidence to take it. Like, I can pass an eval fast. passing an eval isn't an issue for me. Of course, if you've just passed your first eval, it's going to be scary. You don't want to have to feel like you're starting all over again. But realistically, you're not going to get consistent payouts until you are consistently winning. And if you are consistently winning, you can pass an eval in 2 days. All right, I don't think this is going to take this data low until New York AM session. I've been on my charts for a long time. I was also on the prop firm match stream for an hour and a half before coming on here. So I've had a long day. I think I'm just going to pop off the stream for today. Actually, no, I have a giveaway to do. I lie. I'm sorry. I'll do the giveaway and then I'm going to call it a day. Okay, so I'm going to give away a 50k Lucid, a Lucid Pro account. If you guys want to be within the chance of winning the Pro account, all you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to the channel, subscribe to me, and then you're going to have to join the Discord community. The link is in the chat right now. It's pinned. You're going to join the Discord community, and then what you're going to do is you're going to head on to Discord. And you're going to head into the announcements tab, and a giveaway has now popped up, as you guys can see. You're just going to click enter, and you'll have 4 minutes to do this. Join the Discord, click enter, make sure you're subscribed. Let me read the Discord chat while I'm on here. All right, guys. We got how long? 3 minutes left for the giveaway. This is sad. This was a nice long on ES. Just didn't like the fact that we had SMT at that data low. We had confluences, but didn't take it. It's okay. There's always going to be a new trading day. Different. Oh, I am boiling. So warm in my office right now. I'm dying. How long do we have left? We got 2 minutes on the timer. 2 minutes on the timer until we do the giveaway. Gonna get some giveaway winners. One minute left. One minute left. Who's the winner gonna be? Who's the winner gonna be? Who's the winner gonna be? Okay, we have 50 seconds left. Great to see you sharing your trading journey from the very beginning with complete transparency. Do you also share all the notes you've taken from the ICT mentorships you followed? So I don't, and the reason for this is because I didn't take digital notes. These are all physical notes that I wrote in notebooks. At some point, I would be happy to summarize my notes into like a PDF or something, but that would genuinely be a huge time commitment for me. So, like, I don't know. I'd just have to find the time to do it and have enough interest in people doing it. I wouldn't want to charge for that because I got all the information for free, so there's no point me charging for free information, but it's also going to be a huge time commitment because I have like 2 full notebooks of notes, which I would have to obviously like condense like onto a Word document or something. So it would take me time. I wouldn't want to let AI do it because I'd want to add like appropriate diagrams and stuff. Like if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it properly and have it so that it's intuitive and it's easy to understand and things, and like have good structure to it, you know, like sections, all that jazz. But it would be a huge time commitment. Okay, at Lexi, you won the account. Congratulations. Please open a ticket in the Discord to claim your account, and I will send you an 100% off discount code when I can get around to it. Congratulations. W stream, thank you guys so much for being here today. I appreciate you all. Sadly, we did take another loss. All part of the plan, all part of the system. I thought it was a good trade, so I can't be mad at that. Unfortunately, we did miss out on the longs here. I think they were really clean, but I wasn't sure due to the SMT at the data low. But now I am going to go and back test that and see whether that is something that repeats, so that I can know for sure. There was a trade today, but it was a loss earlier on. I'm going to be back on live stream tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. EST, so I hope to see you guys there. Lots of love. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.